Hi everyone, I'm Alexandre from Leboncoin.
Yeah, and I'm Martine, which is a trainee from Schibsted.
And we're going to discuss a little bit about Schibsted, Leboncoin, and the trainee program. And I think that's why you are there right now.
And if you have any questions during the presentation, you can ask them in the chat window, because we can't hear what you're saying. So please write them to us, and we will try to answer them in the end of the presentation.
Let's go. Leboncoin is one of the most impressive success stories of the French web industry, and what can be first perceived as a local website is only the declination of a very successful Swedish website, which is himself a subsidiary of the Schibsted group. You may know about Schibsted through the 20 Minutes newspaper in Paris and in Spain and other countries. But most of the people don't know what is Schibsted, so I think it's a good way for us to start with who's Schibsted. Then Martine will discuss a little bit about the trainee program, and I will give you some information about Leboncoin, even if you may have some keys about who we are today. Some hints about how did we get there, and about the challenges that Leboncoin will face over the next years. And at last, a little bit of feedback about our experience in Leboncoin with trainees, because Martine is the fourth one, and there will be a fifth one, of course. So let's start. Schibsted is a group, one of the leading Scandinavian media group, and it's an old company that has started in the 19th century, and started with the press as a press group, and it has been developing itself a lot since the last 25 years. Schibsted has been recognized as one of the most intelligent media company in the world, which doesn't mean nothing, I acknowledge, but which has been said by Time magazine, so I guess it has some value somewhere. The intelligence of Schibsted has been to see the potential of the web, and that is something that lots of companies have seen. But what Schibsted has over the other media company and print company in the world is that they have accepted to cannibalize themselves and to launch websites that will take revenues from the print papers. One of the three main drivers for the revenues for the newspapers are subscription, of course, advertising, but also classifieds. And it's obvious that it's easier to search for a specific ad through the web than through a newspaper. So Schibsted has launched Film.no in 2000 and has acquired Blocket in 2003. Blocket was dominating the Swedish market, which is larger than the Norwegian one. So that's why they acquired it, and when they saw the potential of Blocket, they decided to spread it, to launch it throughout Europe as a start, and then through the world. So Leboncoin is one of the first spin-out Blocket babies, whatever the name is, that has been launched in 2006, and that's when the story starts for us. What is Schibsted today? I won't comment the figures that you can see here. It's a large company which has now two main activities: media houses, mainly in Scandinavia, and online classifieds in the world. Revenues have been show this successful digitalization, and you can see in the chart now how successful Schibsted has been in developing online revenues, and how profitable are those revenues, because they drive most of the of the EBITDA of the group today. And maybe that's why Time Time Magazine recognized Schibsted that way. The only group that has in the world quite successfully transformed themselves is a German group called Axel Springer, but they have been buying external acquisition for lots of money, and most of Schibsted revenues are internal development. So here in the map you can see that we are quite spread over the world in the different sides, different continents, and it's just a start. Another thing that is very interesting for you to know is that Schibsted is not only a very successful company, it's also a very successful organization, and they have lots of interest in the people, and you can see through the values that are not only written here to make a beautiful chart, but that are something we live every day. And a good example, illustration for that is that there are many of Schibsted organizations that are based workplaces through the Great Place to Work survey. We are in France number 8, Fin is number 1, Viladen is number 1, InfoJobs in Spain, considering the very difficult market. It's incredible, but they are number 1. So it's a place where it's good to work. It's a shareholder that is good to work for. And I don't say that because they are listening to me. I will give to a better English speaker and a more interesting program for you, Martine.
Yeah, hello. I will tell you a little bit about the trainee program, as I am a trainee today. You may have heard that the trainee program is about developing key personnel for Schibsted tomorrow. And the reason for this, that we're now also interested in French trainees, is that, as you know, Schibsted is growing internationally, and we want people that are willing to work all over the world. The Schibsted has today 2 main trainee programs. One is a management trainee program that has a bit more general orientation, that you will have broader business roles in the companies. And we also have a technical trainee program that are a more specialized expert program for people with a technical development education. And the goal with that program is to develop future key technical people for the society. So what do we do these 2 years? The first is that we have actually 4 different trainee placements during 2 years. That means that you are 6 months, that you have 6 months rotations. So me, for example, I have now been 6 months in Paris. We have also a lot of training modules and courses where we learn stuff like leadership, presentation skills, project management, and so on. What is probably the most fun is the 4 team building weekends we have during the program, where all the trainees go and go abroad together. Today we are approximately 28 trainees, I think, but yeah, that varies a bit from each year. You also get your own mentor, and you have also a lot of coaching and monitoring by the trainee director and the local manager as well. As you can see from this list, the types of placements that we get are quite varied. You can be everything from a market analyst to a journalist or a business analyst, a controller, project leader. You can work with it for a journal or a newspaper, or you can work for classifieds like Leboncoin. To tell you a little bit about my trainee development and my positions, I started out 2 years ago as head of traffic fund in Oslo. The traffic fund is not, or is an internal system for traffic exchange that actually awards the Norwegian sites for sending traffic from one site to another. So then I got to travel a lot in Norway and also start Schibsted Vekst, which is a Norwegian investment company. My second placement was in Finn, and Finn is the Norwegian equivalent to Leboncoin. And there I was a project leader for making a new product strategy for Finn Motor, which is the automobile part.
Can you say motor again,
Yeah.
with your accent.
Motor.
Yes.
Yeah, and the third year I was a business analyst at the Schibsted Classified Media. Schibsted Classified Media is actually the company that owns Leboncoin and that helps them develop together with all the other international classified sites. There I got to screen the whole international market to see if there were any international classified sites we should invest in and buy to support the other sites we were already owning. So then I got to talk a lot to all the different sites around the world and also participate in a lot of international conferences. My last placement is now here in Paris, where I sit with Leboncoin, but I am actually working for a new, smaller structure that is called Schibsted Development. And that is a very small investment company that are looking for small online sites, small entrepreneurs that we can plug into Leboncoin to create additional value. So if I will tell you a bit what I believe is the best with the trainee program, is there you can see the whole trainee group. We went to a trip in Sweden last week, which was very fun. And I would say that the trainee group is probably one of the most valuable assets you will get after the trainee period, because you will know a lot of incredibly nice and talented people that are all over in Schibsted. Almost 100% of all the trainees stay in Schibsted after they have graduated from the trainee program. And you will also get to know a lot of other people, so you will be among the people with the biggest and broadest network internally in Schibsted. And what I truly believe is very great is that you, after having been in 4 different companies, you know a lot of different cultures and leaders and people, so you have a very large reference space for what you like as an employee and as a leader and how you would like to develop later. So that was the wrong way.
I would just add one thing. When I get graduated from my French business school, I didn't know at all what I wanted to do, even if you have an internship and those kind of experiences. And
like me.
And so I joined PwC, which was a good experience, but well, not the funniest one. So I guess that the trainee program is really something incredible. It's a pity that French company doesn't organize such kind of program. So it's a great opportunity for you to know a little bit more in a fantastic group what you want to do, and to be able to invest yourself in a relationship that is not only a company and an employee.
And I think what's important to underline is often in French a trainee is associated with a stagiaire, but that is not really the case. It's more like a young professional development program. So you get a lot of interesting work. You're not just getting coffee or taking photocopies. Yeah, so how to apply? You'll have to send your registration and application in on schibsted.com, the website. And the next step in the process would be online testing. And if you pass the online test, you will get to an assessment center in Oslo. And there will be a final interview in Oslo. And then you will get the offer, and the startup will be approximately 15th of August. Maybe the most important to not forget is that the deadline is already 3rd of March, so that is not very long from today. And for its technical trainees, it's the 14th of April, so then you have a bit more time.
And Yves, you have a magnificent picture of Paul Vatum, who was one of the trainees of Leboncoin, who is now general manager from Tegundamano, Mexico. Yeah. Some numbers, I have to speed it up, but if someone is still discussing about what is the competition between eBay and Leboncoin, this chart should give you an answer. On top of this, eBay has announced today that they will stop the classified business in France. They will exit this business. So I guess this battle has been a success for us. So our competitors are now more on the verticals, like real estate, like car, jobs, than on the generalist classifieds. Whoops, sorry. a little bit of figures to give you some clues about the importance of Leboncoin, which is the second request on Google today. One is Facebook, two is Leboncoin. And in terms of number of pages, you can see here that it's quite billions of pages every month. We are a free classified website. We are Blocket's little brother. And we are a reference player in the online classified market for car, for real estate, for job, and for more vertical every day. Today it's over 21 million ads, and I won't bother you anymore with figures because I think it's more than enough. Last one, almost 4 French people out of 10 are going to the website every month. To give you some flavor about who we are, here's the corporate movie we had to do. It's quite short and it's quite close to what we experience every day in our life in Leboncoin. So put some sound.
Sur le bon coin, je clique sur ma région et du coup je me retrouve avec plein de produits qui se vendent à côté de chez moi. Et ça, je trouve ça top. Les équipes sont à l'image du site. Il n'y a pas de star, c'est-à-dire que tout le monde a un bon esprit et que personne n'est plus mis en avant que quelqu'un d'autre. Alors je suis pas du tout d'accord, il y a moi.
J'ai mis mon annonce de vente de dragons sur le bon coin parce que la mise en ligne est rapide.
C'est ça, c'est hyper simple. Juste mettre en relation des gens avec les autres. Des vendeurs, des acheteurs. Ouais, si, il y a des utilisateurs qui nous ont déjà envoyé des cadeaux en fait ici. Ils étaient super contents d'avoir vendu leur maison. On a vraiment une responsabilité à ce niveau-là, c'est-à-dire de ne pas les décevoir. On est tous différents, mais on arrive tous à travailler tous ensemble.
Aujourd'hui, vraiment, on forme tous un rayon de chaîne.
C'est ça qui fait que l'ambiance est géniale ici.
Mais la phrase, je l'ai eu sur le bon coin.
Pourquoi tu passes sur le bon coin, dis-moi? Comment est-ce que je trouve pas ailleurs? Moi, le bon coin, j'ai décidé de prendre un petit peu à contre-courant. Au lieu de vendre des objets exceptionnels, j'ai décidé de vendre des objets banals et de faire des annonces qui sortaient de l'ordinaire. Et après 40 annonces, ça a donné un livre.
Nous, on est une petite société qui commence son activité. C'était très difficile pour nous de trouver un local. Et grâce au bon coin, ça a été simple, rapide et efficace. Et on a pu s'installer dans les délais. Finalement, on peut dire que le bon coin nous a sauvés.
C'est incroyable. On a une communauté, il y a une communauté d'utilisateurs qui sont derrière nous et qui nous soutiennent vraiment en face.
Le bon coin, c'est que du sport.
Moi j'ai beaucoup de foudre et c'était trop bon.
Le bon coin, c'est ça, c'est tous les jours un peu freestyle. On est ensemble et on fait plein de choses.
C'est une des rares entreprises qui a compris qu'il faut obtenir des résultats en misant d'abord sur l'humain, sur la valorisation de l'humain. Travailler pour le bon coin, c'est avoir la chance de travailler avec les mêmes valeurs que le site.
L'ADN du bon coin, c'est la gratuité. Et ça, je trouve ça top.
Comme le site. Et le bon coin, c'est tout le monde.
Je me rends compte le problème de faire un film quand on est le bon coin, c'est qu'il faut changer les chiffres tous les 3 mois, donc c'est pas très rentable. Then, how did we get there? Everyone is asking, what's your secret? Is it just luck? I think like is a part of it, of course, but that cannot explain itself the success of Leboncoin. Today, we can say that gratuity, that posting an ad is free, is one of the key success. It can be seen as obvious today in the market, but it was not the case when we joined this market. And then the second is easy. My grandmother can post an ad on Leboncoin. That was the concept, and that was what Olivier has been focused on since 2006. Third one is the quality. We review every ad before it's online. We can always do better and improve that, but it's the same that gratuity. It was not the case when we joined, and we have fixed this standard in the business of the classifieds. I have to speed it up, so this magnificent graphic I won't be able to comment, but let's say that we focus a little bit on techniques, which is key for us, for both user and to improve this user experience. What's next? In this chart in red you see Leboncoin growth. And you have in black and in blue Fin and Blocket, our big brothers in the good sense of the word. And you can see that we are on their tracks, but also that they have been able to keep on growing. And in Leboncoin's management committee, we are interested by a growing business, and we will make sure that we will follow this pace and keep it sustainable for the following years. A little bit about the organization. I joined Leboncoin in Jan 2010. Today we were 15. Today we are 160 something. So keeping this entrepreneurial, thanks, spirits with larger companies, a challenge is an everyday challenge, and this is maybe half of my job. Of my day is to be focused on keeping this spirit, even if the company is becoming bigger and bigger.
And I think that's maybe one of the keys for all Schibsted companies, is that they're growing fast, but still they manage to maintain a really good company culture. And that was the first thing that struck me when I come to Leboncoin for 6 months ago. Is that they're growing so fast and there are always new people, but everyone is really nice and they maintain their good spirit.
It's we have been experiencing what it can be in other French or international media companies, and we try to keep the best of what we have learned before, and to let them the worst of it, and to keep, yes, humility, pragmatism, exigence. Yeah, responsibility, and to make a good job. Last but not least, about the development, mobile is a real game for us, key. For Blocket, it's some days half of the traffic, so we'd better be ready. A little bit, just the last one about the trainees. Just to tell you that trainee program, being part of the trainee program throughout Schibsted is really key for us. We have been experiencing lots of good people, professionally and humanly speaking. I gave you the example of Paul, who has been as crazy as he has been successful working for us. He spent 2 years with us. And now he's the general manager of Mexico. We have lots of people. Martine has been. It's been a pleasure. She's sitting just close to me, so I've been seeing her for the past 6 months. And what else to say? We're waiting for you guys. We'd be happy to welcome you in Leboncoin and in the Schibsted group. And yeah, don't miss that opportunity.
Great. So now we have told a lot of Schibsted, Leboncoin, and the trainee program. So we would love to get some questions from you, if you have any. So please write them to us in the chat window because, like we said, we can't really hear you.
Is there anyone?
We're not dangerous. It can be in French as well. You don't have to write in English.
Yeah, please, in French. So I guess that either it's not working or no one has question. You can still reach us by our different social networks, but yeah, please.
And you can, in general, if you search for Schibsted on Facebook, we have a profile where we present a lot of different, where each trainee every week writes for Schibsted and tells a bit about their placement, so you can get a lot of information. And the more administrative and practical information, you can visit schibsted.com and you'll get all the information there. And we hope to get a lot of French applicants this year because I think that will really be very good for the program and very good for you.
Yes, and I've been pushing that, so please, pour la France. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice end of weekend. If there are not any questions, we will leave you right now.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.